So the old little girl made it out here. She made it out here good. Yeah, I even had a guy at the bar already ask me, yo, where's your license plate at? And I'm like, man, this bike is so fast, I outrun the cops. I don't need a license plate. Nah, to be honest with you though, I just forgot to put the license plate on it. I'm a retard, but whatever. I'll outrun them motherfuckers. Fuck them pigs. Later. All right. Me and Skybird here about to take a run to the liquor store and the gas station. Right, Sky? Say hi. We're about to take our fuel tank to the gas station for its first ever fill up, a 30-gallon tank. It's going to be nice to be energy independent in the backyard. I'm just kidding. But it will be nice to be able to fill up a bike 5 times in the backyard. 6 times rather. Figure this is the best way to do it with my bike trailer. Easy to get that on and off once it's heavy. All right, let's do this. All right, you ready, co-pilot? Sit down, sit down. Whoa, sit down. Get down, what I say? You ready, co-pilot? Let's do this. Okay, welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're back onto the Shovelhead gas tank. I did many rounds of shaking it up with nuts and bolts, knocking all the heavy stuff out, flushing it out, drying it out, shaking it up, flushing it out. Got most of the heavy stuff out of there. I now want to do a round of vinegar in it, let it sit overnight. Since my girl is all out of vaginal douche, I'm going to have to run out to the store and pick up some distilled white vinegar, and some baking soda. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to take the Road King out. Get her running again. I got to give her a service. She's due. Let me run out before it starts raining. And just a quick Slickhead public service announcement. Don't forget to change your battery and your key fobs on your modern bikes, the CR 2032s. I just had to today. You're supposed to do it once a year. All right, time to go. Mission accomplished. I got 2 gallons. All right, let's get to it. All right, as I said, I was out here real late last night. I was shaking up the nuts and bolts, flushing the tank out, putting the nuts and bolts back in, shaking it up, drying it out. Yeah, I was just doing it multiple times. I was out here real late. So now that I got all the heavy crap out of there, I want to give it a round of white distilled vinegar. You know, it's a mild acid vinegar. They say it won't harm paint and stuff like that, so that's a plus. But anyway, I built this little, I got wood underneath the tank. I got it to where it's sitting nicely where I'd be able to fill it up. It's not going to fall over, not going anywhere. I packed it with foam. I got wood underneath of it. But she's ready to go. Time to fill her up and let it soak for a day or two and see what happens. So let me go ahead and fill this up and let it soak. Oh, you know what? While I'm waiting for the vinegar to soak, check this out. I'm working at this prison for the last 2 months, and there's an old guy there in the maintenance department that I talk with, and he's got all kinds of bikes, like import bikes. And he brought these in and gave them to me. He asked me if I wanted them. I was like, hell yeah, I want them. These are really cool. I got to show you something really cool in here. These are from 1978, 77, 78. Look, they got the Hells Angels right on the cover of it. That's wild. But yeah, they're really neat. I love reading all the old prices for the parts and stuff they could buy back in the day. Just like the PG version of Easy Rider, because there's no nudity in it. Let me show you what I found really interesting. So this is from 1977. So I'm flipping along in here, and I found this from my buddy Rich Billy. Bam! 1977 XLCR Cafe Racer. That's so cool. Only one man could have this done. That's Silly G. Billy's gonna love this. All right, I just wanted to show you that. Let me get the soaking. I'll let you know how it turns out. All right, I figures the night I'm trying to do my tank, flush it all out. It's got to be the windiest night in the world. Oh. All right, so I got to clean up, but real quick, this is where I was flushing the tank out. I dumped all the vinegar, the 2 gallons of vinegar out of the tank, came over here, dumped it out, flushed it out. Look at all that rust. Then after you flush it all out, I sprayed it all out with this. It's kind of like a power washer. You know, it's like a fireman's nozzle. You can make it just like a power washer. I power wash the inside of the tank out. And then I would take the tank over here. Oh, I forgot to tell you, when I was dumping the vinegar out and then flushing it, I would shake it around and bring it over here. Let me show you guys what's in here. Look at all that came out of the tank. Pretty funky. You can't tell me that this didn't need to be done. Pretty funky. So I kept pouring it into there. I wanted to see what I was getting all out of the tank. Like I said, use baking soda in it. Pour a bunch of baking soda, water, you slosh it all around, and that neutralizes the acid. I then, once it was all neutralized and flushed out, I used compressed air, blow it out. Then I used my heat gun. Used my heat gun to dry it all out. And I just think it came out amazing. I mean, look at that, fellas. Way better than before. Way better than before. I still got to get those pieces of paint liner chips off of there. I'm going to run another round of nuts and bolts through it. Plus, it'll probably flash rust on me a little bit. They say you got to either do the liner right away or it's going to flash rust. I'm sorry about this camera work, but it's so hard to show you guys this. I'm trying to get it in there to see what I'm seeing. But anyway, you get the point. If you've seen how it was in the last video, it was worse than this. All right, we're one step closer to saving this tank with its paint. I picked up all the materials I need to mix up the two-part epoxy and pour it in there. But I like it. It's all about the prep. I'm going to keep at it. Hit it with some more nuts and bolts. If we dry it out some more, I'm going to put it in the house. All right, we'll get back to you. Here's the worst part about this windy, cold night here in South Jersey. Dropped down to 40 today, of all nights. Not only did I have to do my fuel tank on the Shovelhead, but I'm starting a new job with a different company, and I gotta get all my tools unloaded out of this truck and stash them until I get to the new company. It's a good job, good company, same union, so I don't lose my pay or anything. I gotta get all this stuff out of here. Pain in the ass. What are you gonna do? Oh, there's all kinds of stupid hand tools back there. Oh. Let's go over. Oh, I gotta get all the pipe wrenches out of there. All right. It's a little messy. It's been a hectic couple months. But let me get started. Let me start getting everything out of here. This sucks. Excited for the new job though. Okay, this job just got harder. My only wheelbarrow, the handle just broke off when I was trying to take this load over to the shed. Yeah, it's my fault. I loaded it up too much. It was too heavy. This old wheelbarrow. Stupid fucker. Now I gotta walk everything. All right. That's their stuff. I'm cooked. I'm done for the night. I'll clean the cab out in the morning. I gotta turn the van in. Yeah, get a load of this. Holy hell. Switching companies blows. It looks like an entire HVAC and refrigeration school threw up in my bike garage. Oh, it blows. All right, welcome back, YouTube gang. It's like a week later. Let me turn this music off before I get demonetized. All right, it's been a week since I've worked on the tank. The last video, the swap meet video, that kept me busy for like 4 days. What's up, Skybird? Say hi to everybody. That kept me busy. And the weather's been shit. You know what, it reminds me, I also have to jump on this, my toy hauler and get it ready for Oli. Because me and the guys are camping out there at my club. So I just got to get it de-winterized. Got to get the Enduro bike out of here. And I got to clean up, do the hot water heater, just get everything ready. Go through all the systems, make sure she's ready. Got to get the golf cart out and up in here. Yeah, got to get her ready. De-winterize her. So that's going to take up a lot of time. It's going to take up a week, and by then it's time to go to Oli. Not going to have a whole lot of time with this tank, right? But I'm back at it, ready to go for round 2 of the nuts and bolts. This time I'm going to put in the screws, the BBs, you know, all the suggestions. I'm going to put that in the tank and shake her all up, and then go for another soaking. So let's get at it. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm just going to do another vinegar soak, because it did a good job, as you've seen in the video, or Evaporust, one of the other products out there. But I like the idea of it being a mild acid that won't mess with my paint. So there's Evaporust, there's Metal Rescue, stuff like that. So let me get to it. Get this all shooken up with the nuts and bolts and screws, and then soak it, and then see where we're at, if I'm ready to coat it or not. And not to mention, I'm busy with, I start my new job tomorrow with the new company. In full disclosure, I've already worked for this company for 10 whole years, so I'm going to be like a new old guy, which is weird. So anyway, let's get after it.
Fluid in there, to be honest with you. I'm supposed to just barely touch.
All right, hope you don't mind. I'm watching Hippie Chopper Corner.
At least an inch or two.
I did a lot more shaking than you've seen in this video.
This particular inner primary has that little groove in it, guys, right there. If y'all see that.
Lots of rust dust coming out.
So it's got to have the O-ring style. The one I've got, it just didn't gonna work.
Using a magnet to get everything out. Works great.
Honestly, because I feel like it's going to go down in that groove and it's just going to circumnavigate the gasket. But we'll see if we can pull how much of this fluid we can get out of here. That might be part of my problem, aside from the gangster lean that she's on. I may have just way too much fluid in it.
That boy's got more problems than a gangster lean. He's got mental problems.
See how much I can soak out of here.
Can't wait to see my boy next month. It should be a good time. Alright, that's enough for this. You don't need to see this.
I've got a little suction tool over there.
Yeah, you suck alright. Anyway, I'm going to take this out and flush it with soapy water.
I don't want to pop the drain plug and much, but I ain't getting anywhere doing that, so you guys just hold tight.
Get your finger out of the shot, hippie.
Well, for all
how many
intents
times I
and
gotta tell
purposes,
this guy?
guys, I think
Look at his finger.
we got it. I put
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Especially with them southern hillbillies.
Not to say it won't drip a little bit, but
He dribbles a little bit.
4 or 5 ounces of fluid out of it.
All right, before I go flush this out with soapy water a bunch of times, look at all the rust that came out of it with that second round of nuts, bolts, screws, and BBs. Plus, I hit it with my specialized brush I made up, because I did have some stubborn liner that was hanging on to the top here, but it pretty much knocked it out. You can see, nasty. That's why I got to keep doing it. Keep working it. Don't just do it once and go for it. Let me go flush it out. A whole bunch of old liner, that cream liner, or clean it's called, that tan shit that sucks. All right, let me go flush her out a bunch. Don't worry about what I'm talking about out there. I see you staring at me. I ain't saying nothing about biscuits or cookies. Oh yeah, look at your ear pop up. That's all you care about is food. Quiet. What do I say? Quiet. Trying to film here. Girl, if you don't get, go get in the yard. Get. Sorry about this camera angle. Just gonna flush it out a bunch of times and go dry it out. Take a look at it, make sure all the heavy rust is gone and pieces of liner. And then I'll soak it one more time and then line it. Also blowing it out with compressed air when I'm drying it out really works well too. Knocks a bunch of shit out of there. See, a bunch more pieces of liner fell out. That's good. All right, you guys get the point. I'm not going to bore you with all this. All right, guys, it's too nice out. I got to take the Flathead for a ride. Today, first day of work, went great. Say hi, Skybird. So I got to take a bike ride to celebrate. Let's get the Flathead out. Let me turn this off before I get demonetized. All right, enough of that. Don't want to get demonetized. All right, let's get the old flat girl out. Yeah, I got to make this ride quick because I got to start de-winterizing the trailer tonight. I got to get my work tools out of that shed and into my truck. And I still got to soak the tank for the second time. So I can only take the bike out for a little bit, maybe a half hour or something. All right. All right, you gotta go in the house. Daddy's gotta go for a ride. All right, let's fire this bad girl up. Shake for me. All right, enough of that before I get demonetized. All right, let's fire her up. All right. Yeah, I think after this ride, I'm going to drop the oil again. You know, the break-in oil. I've dropped it a couple times, but I want to keep dropping it. I want to keep it as clean as possible. You know how it is. All right. I got my tools loaded. We're in neutral. Gas is on. I got enough gas. I'm not going far. Like I said, it's going to be a short ride. Ignition's retard. Choke is fully closed. Let's give her a couple prime kicks. She's ready to go hot. Oh, warm up, baby. Do that for a while. All right, put my helmet on and get out of here. This audio is going to suck. I tried switching my mic to a different position in the helmet, but I'm sure it's going to suck. Let's just get on down the road and try it. If I switch to some gay music, you know why. Alright, she's hot. Let's get out of here. Real quickie. up, old girl. Wake up. I know it's been a little while. Bucket, the old John Deere tractor. Come on, girl, stop breaking up. Well, I lost my camera back there, shut off. That's why I hate GoPros. GoPros suck. Road work. Oh, look at that. Badass. Slow her down. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing here? This microphone is up in my mouth. Make a left turn here. Oh, I guess I can't. Alright. I'll go down a little further. Alright, let's shift into hyper gear.
Uh-oh. We better get out of here in a hurry.
Switch to secret hyperjets.
Switching to secret hyperjets.
Buckle up back there. We're going into hyperactive.
The count of 3. 1, 2.
Wait! What happened? Where are they?
I don't know, sir. They must have hyperjets on that thing.
And what do we got on this thing? A Cuisinart?
No, sir.
We'll find them, catch them!
Yes, sir. Prepare ship for light speed.
No, light speed is too slow.
Light speed too slow?
Yes, we're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed? Sir, we've never gone that fast before. I don't know if the ship can take it.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Zone, 55 mile an hour. Alright, I'm going this way, bro. This road, it's too bumpy. Slow down. Yeah, if you guys want to know what it's like to ride a Harley rocker foot clutch and tank shift, I made a video on it a while back. You can go back in my catalog and look it up. I show up close what my feet and hands are doing when I'm shifting. It's a pretty good video. I'm going to turn you guys off. I'll bring you back when I'm at the yard. I want to go for a ride and just enjoy it. Alright, we back. I went for a little bit of more of a ride out in the country roads. But again, this video, I have to keep this ride along short. Let me run some of this gas out of the bowl. Did pretty good. She did pretty good. All right, that's about enough of that. Light still on? Yep. Alright. Let me get out of this stupid helmet. Alright. Let me put this old girl away. I'm going to switch spots with the Panhead. Maybe tomorrow I'll take the Panhead out. Before I ride her next, I'm going to drop the oil on it again. I'm almost at 1,200 miles. It's funny. The more and more miles I put on this old girl, and this just is the nature of the beast with these old bikes, But the more and more oil finds its way out of this motor, leaking on shit, gas leaking on shit, oil leaking on shit, she just keeps getting dirtier and dirtier the more and more miles I put on it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing as far as going to North Carolina in a couple weeks. Which bikes I'm bringing. Trying to figure out if Megan's going to bring her bike. If she wants her bike to ride in the mountains, I think I'm going to load that in her truck, and that way it'll leave me the option to bring 2 bikes. I'd love to bring this bike just to ride it over to Wheels Through Time, because I wouldn't ride it around the mountains with Hippie, because that boy's a wild animal, and this bike ain't keeping up with that. My Shovelhead last year, it kept up. It did good, because it can do some high speeds, but I wouldn't want to torture this old girl around Hippie. So I'd like to bring my Panhead as the bike to ride around with Hippie. So there's that. All right, let me get to work. Let me put this girl away. Switch places with the Panhead. Something else I wanted to say. The frame bag did real good. That was her first ride out there in the wild. Holding my tool bag in it. That's pretty heavy. And no rubbing. Nothing bad happened. The frame and the chain guard keep it away from the chain. So the bag did good. I like it. She's ready. Okay, we're back on the Shovelhead tank. It's been day 2 at my new job. Job's going great. Just finished getting the rest of my tools out of that shed. Well, the majority of them out of there. Loaded up in my truck. Job's going great. Lots to learn, lots to take in. But let's get back on the Shovelhead tank. Turn that off before I get demonetized. All right, so I got the Shovelhead tank all packed in its cradle again. I'm going to go for round 2 of the distilled white vinegar. The first round seemed to do really good, so I'm going to pour all this in there, top it off with a little bit of water all the way up to that level, and let it soak for 3-4 days. See how she turns out, and I think she'll be ready for the epoxy Caswell tank liner. So pretty sure it's going to work out. So let me pour this in there and let it soak for 3 or 4 days. And again, if I can't fit this in the video, you seeing the liner on this tank, then maybe you'll see it in the next one. But you know, with work going on, and I gotta go de-winterize my camper right now. I'm still working on that. Loading tools into my truck. So, you know, life trumps bikes. You know, I got to get through this work stuff and get all acclimated. And then once I'm all comfortable and understand what's going on, then I'll get back to the bikes hardcore. But again, work comes first at this point. It trumps the bikes. But I'm doing what I can, fellas, so hang in there. I'm going to soak this for 3 or 4 days. I'm going to pour this in, and then I got to jump on my camper. All right. I'll talk to you in a bit. What's the password?
Hippie's Chopper Corner.
Oh man, what the fuck? Come on in. What's up, Zoo?
Yo. Fuck this, man. Give me the whiskey. Let's get it going.
All right.
Nice. See you on the other side, brother.
What you got there?
Tools.
All right. That's what I like. All right. Well, Zuber's out of here. half a bottle of whiskey later. But anyway, Zuber hooked me up with this diaphragm spring compression tool. Fits 84 to 90 Sportsters. I might have this already. I gotta go check my specialty tools. If I don't have this, I might have made one myself. But I think I have this already, because I had to pull the whole transmission on my buddy's 86 Evo, so I might have this already. But anyway, real cool of him to give me this. Zuber's an awesome dude. Besides saying Hippie's Chopper Corner is password. That was gay. But alright. See you guys later. Let me get back into this bottle. Once again, it's nice out. So I'm going for a Panhead ride. I'm going out to get some dinner, hang out, take the pretty girl out for a ride. I'll talk to you guys later. She did good. All right, see, this is why I go through all the systems when I de-winterize my camper every spring, because I'm using it next week to go to my club in Ole. Anyway, I was testing out my my water pump, my fresh water pump, and it wouldn't prime up. And I found the cap here for the strainer. It was all busted because I left, guess I left some water in it. So it froze, expanded, and cracked. So I ordered up a couple new ones. I'll have that in a couple days. But that's why you gotta do these things. All right, let me get the Honda out of here. So again, in this video, I'm too busy. I gotta grease the bearings on this trailer because I'll be using that in 2 more weeks. So I'm not going to do the liner in this video. It's been soaking for 4 days and she's bubbling. And I put a light in there. She's looking real good. So I'm excited about that. This is like the 4th day. I might let it go 5, 6 days. What are you doing, Skybird? What are you doing? Up on the camper roof. Gotta clean this solar panel where it won't charge the battery on sunny days. So that's important. I gotta wash this whole roof off and scrub her down. But clean your solar panel. Alright guys, I can't even remember when the last time it was I started old Greenie here, my 1970 XLCH Ironhead. All original. It's been, you know, rebuilt, repainted, but everything on here is original. So, let's see if she'll start up. I'm going to take her for a ride. Can't go far because I don't have a lot of gas in her. Let me give her a couple prime kicks. She wants to go. She's putt-putting. Oh, so close. out of here. So the old little girl made it out here. She made it out here good. Yeah, I even had a guy at the bar already ask me, yo, where's your license plate at? And I'm like, man, this bike is so fast, I outrun the cops. I don't need a license plate. Nah, to be honest with you though, I just forgot to put the license plate on it. I'm a retard, but whatever. I'll outrun them motherfuckers. Fuck them pigs. Later.
Forever young.
Whether you believe it or not, she started one kick. One kick bitch. The girl broke my ankle. She's a one kick bitch now. Alright, let me get my ass home. Get my no license plate before the cops get me. Slickhead Custom Cycles is the best.
Yeah.
Say it. Slickhead Custom Cycles is the best.
Custom cycles are the best.
My man. Alright. You know, I love my big twins. I really do. But man, I really love this Sportster. It's a badass bike right here. You never rode a 900 Sportster? You should try it. They're pretty sick. Time to go to bed. And as always, make sure you go check out my brother from another mother, Hippie from Hippie's Chopper Corner. Now I know you're thinking it. Our other mother gave me all the pretty jeans and not him any. But anyway, also go check out my good buddy Ralph at It's My Time Let's Go up north there in Canada. Yeah, and our mother gave him all the brains because I'm just a dummy. He's an awesome machinist and mechanic. But that's where we're going to end it, guys. I'll talk to you in the next episode. And actually, we'll be filming in Ole, AMCA swap meet in the next episode probably. And the antique drag races. So hopefully the weather holds out. Fingers crossed. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Slickhead Custom Cycles is the best.
Yeah.
Say it. Slickhead Custom Cycles is the best.
Custom cycles are the best.
My man. All right.